Super Dan.
Oh, that's down in Phantom Music?
Yeah.
What they be doing down there?
It's like they got games and stuff down there for the kids and stuff. Like Connect 4 and all that. And he said he used to have that contract to do that type of stuff in the mall. He don't have it no more. He has it. So somebody complained about on Tuesday. I said, send us a shout out, nigga, if you go be seeing the playing damn music. I said, look, let's be clear, Mike.
SK to KID. Let's be clear. We got enough one. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Yo, let's be clear. 6 to 8, we right here. You never heard this before. We taking over all year. Let's get it, let's get it. Don't talk about the radio unless we in it. Going so hard, we setting the bar just like Ray Charles can't see no limit. You better respect it. You better respect it. Put some respect on our name. We changing the game. Put that in your brain. Yeah. Sit up in your chair. Be full of your way. Better take what you hear. Start bringing it here and making it clear. So open your ears and listen up. Different question every week. Tune in, get the answer. First you gotta get the app and that's free. Download when DC or go real live on the book. Pull up on Nina and Becky. Have your conversation ready. 2018 is getting heavy.
But did
Get
I say,
familiar,
did I
you
give
gon' hear this all
any
year.
like
Let's be clear.
predictions?
Let's be clear.
I didn't say that.
Hey, talk about it. We gon' get
I'm enjoying it. I can't enjoy it one game at a time.
And all that being, you being extra.
No, but seriously, can I enjoy it one game at a time?
Let's be clear. Let's be clear.
You're
Let's be
salty.
clear. Let's be clear. Hey,
You're a very
talk about
salty.
it. We gon' get it started
We're not
right
gonna go on the
here.
air start
Let's be
this,
clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Let's be clear. Yeah.
Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome to Let's Be Clear.
Happy Tuesday,
We
Pete.
missed you. We
Happy
missed you. We
Tuesday.
missed
Yay.
you. For those of you who know us, hey, how y'all doing? When you get in here, make sure y'all share the video. For those who do not know us, I am Neen. That is Becky. We are the ladies of Let's Be Clear, and we are sitting in with Mike from Mike's Corner and Sean, who moved himself out of here. They sit in every week with us, so we appreciate y'all being here.
Hold on for a minute. Not right now, Britt. Not right now. All right, not right now. Jeez.
What
She
she do?
already. Take that hat off. Take that hat off.
Oh, Lord.
Not right now, Britt. Not
What's
right
going
now.
on, Britt Brat? We appreciate y'all being here. How's everybody doing? How was your weekend?
Good,
Thank you, Skull.
good,
Thank you,
good.
Skull. It was good. It was good. Everything was good.
How was
Weekend.
y'all? How was y'all first week of football?
Oh, there you
It
go.
was good. I'm glad it's back.
How was y'all pools?
Okay. You know what? Yes, that was the main thing. Cause I'm glad it's back.
Yeah.
It's for me. I like all sports. I love all sports. I watch football, basketball, hockey, golf, whatever. But it's nothing like football, Slim.
Nothing.
It's different conversation.
It's
with
nothing like football. Seriously, like. What's up, Britt? Mike said I know Mike's not a Duke fan. Nah, I don't. I watch college basketball, Mike, but I ain't into it. I ain't on to all that. I don't got no favorite team in college basketball. I don't have a favorite team in NBA. I don't.
Yeah, I don't know more.
No, I don't know. When KG retired, I retired from favorite teams. Baseball, it's kind of funny. I'm a Braves fan. Been loving the Atlanta Braves forever. But I also like the Nats. That's probably the only DC team I would root for. And if the Wizards ever get good, I would root for them.
I root for the Wizards.
If they were good. Last time I rooted for the Wizards was when Gilbert was here. When Gil, Antoine Jameson, and Larry Hughes at the time or whatever. That's the last time I rooted for them. But football, I was talking to somebody yesterday. Football is the only sport that you won't be embedded into a team. Because basketball, players switch teams so much, so you can't even really get invested into a team. Same thing.
But I don't think in football people get invested in players.
Right. Yeah, that's exactly what I meant.
It's your team.
It's your team.
And whoever come is who
it's
the
team.
come. But
no, it's the team and the system, son.
But sometimes with basketball, which I don't watch too much basketball.
It's more players.
It's more players.
You root for some more than a player than it used to be.
Right.
Yeah, so you
not
tend
no
to
solid
follow
teams.
you tend to follow players that you like.
Right. Now, this year, I think is going to be rooting for some teams because a lot more teams have got a lot of solid squads now.
Well,
That's true. It might be.
I
It might
agree with
be.
you, but then again, okay, like Nene from Brooklyn, but KD in Brooklyn now, but he's not going to play until next year, so she probably won't be invested as much this year as she probably will be next year.
Right. Does she like the Brooklyn team?
No, but she's from Brooklyn, so she don't have a favorite
I'm
team.
just messing
Oh,
Yeah, wow. Who shit me?
oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay. Cause I missed
Nene don't have a favorite basketball team.
There's a
but-
pink slip.
But the thing about it is, Nene's from Brooklyn, so to see Brooklyn
I
do
still root for Brooklyn. I
That's
mean,
what
I
I'm
don't.
saying.
It's a good
I
time.
don't have
It's a
no
good
money
time
vested
too.
in it, but
I mean, Brooklyn won a championship.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on it.
For one, Brooklyn never had a professional basketball team. That's number one.
That is my main
Right.
reason for
Yeah,
rooting for them.
exactly.
Yeah.
We haven't had anything. We had the Brooklyn Dodgers
right.
way back,
That's
but
what I'm saying.
That-
I didn't exist then.
It's still, I think it's more parity in the NBA, which would be in the NBA now, opposed to how it was the past couple of years.
Right.
And I think that even though the past couple of years it was always Golden State and Cleveland or whatever, me personally think Golden State's still gonna be up there because I still think they got a good team.
Yeah.
But
They still have their core.
Yeah, but football, man.
I knew
it's
we
been
had
What?
What's the word?
Tumultuous.
Tumultuous. Past 2 weeks.
What does
From-
tumultuous mean?
Crazy. You want to say crazy? However you want to do it.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah.
You gotta know what you're saying.
Yeah,
I know.
Hey,
I ain't gonna pull.
But wait, when he
Doing
said
the Bow
that, I
Wow
was
joint.
like, Lord,
I
please
ain't,
know what you're
listen, I ain't
saying.
gonna pull the rabbit out my head.
Hey,
I ain't gonna
Oh,
pull,
please,
I ain't gonna pull it.
please,
Let them know
no.
what he's talking about.
I ain't gonna pull the rabbit out
hey,
my
look.
head like Jason Witten
Say,
said on Monday Night
what it
Football.
mean? You be like this. Tick tock, tick tock.
Or say, huh? But from the AB situation and just the Zeke situation to finally getting to watch some football.
These games
Yeah.
count now.
And I mean, it came in. It started off Thursday. It started off Thursday with a bang because if you don't like defensive football, then you won't like
Yeah,
Thursday game.
that
But I
Thursday
think the
game
defense
was-
was good. But then it ended. Well, I don't know about any of y'all. I didn't see the Denver game, but the Drew Brees.
Oh,
Last
I
night,
watched that
that's
to the
how you-
end.
From now
That
on,
was
from
a-
now on, that's how you
play.
and that's how you
That
kick.
is how you play and kick. That
Yeah.
game was so good.
So football is back.
yeah, that was a
Drew
good
Brees
game.
pulled the cap.
Yeah, I told him that last night. I said, whenever I see somebody come back, I think about your game.
You see, and Kevin is.
My son, quarterback for Alvernia University in Pennsylvania,
How old is it?
20. Well, he'll be
When-
20.
when's his birthday?
Alvernia University.
September 28th.
All right.
What?
You know?
Why? You know?
I know.
No daggone well shot on the
Congratulations, Kevin. I heard you pulled it out real good, man. It was a real sweet game.
I was there.
That's good. That's good.
I was there, and it was.
I'm happy to
That was
say
good.
that we have some weapons. I knew what we had on paper.
Oh, fight with the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But when I seen them joke, and I'm gonna tell you, you know my favorite position.
Anyway, so
My favorite
Nate,
position is quarterback. My favorite position is quarterback. But shorty, Dak was throwing that damn ball Sunday. I said, yeah, that's how you throw the ball, Slim. Your accuracy is on point. Your timing is right. And you hitting. I was like, shit.
I mean, I will say I was at work on Sunday, and I was listening and looking. I would say I was listening more than I was looking. I was listening more than I was looking because it was down here, and we was up here. Like, I'm typing my phone right here, even though I had to call to get my password again, because I keep getting kicked out. I don't know what's going on. Sko, you still on my direct TV? I don't know what's happening, because I keep getting kicked
Yeah, you
out.
had a cold. You know, you had a-
I keep getting kicked out.
You sure about that?
Yeah,
You
for
got
real.
that? Go. You got the code.
So, I will say, y'all did good, but not to bring up the Redskins loss because it's a sore patch with my girl.
Oh,
I thought they was gonna win.
I'm
I
over
blinked, went to the bathroom,
Yeah.
did some copying, came back, and
And
I
it
was
was
like, "What
Why I
happened?"
don't like
Yeah.
the Redskins.
Yeah.
every time I say, you know what, I want them to do something good, guess what they do?
Hey, I was sitting there like this. I was like, all right.
Yeah, because they.
I didn't know what team I was watching at
Went
first.
into halftime like this. Okay, they got comfortable.
Yeah.
They got some cushion. Shorty, as we spoke earlier, saying that Deshaun Jackson is who
A
he
one-trick
is.
pony.
One route guy. But you can't let him hit that route.
He is fast as
But
hell.
once they saw that first bomb,
Yeah, you should have
we gonna keep going
switched
to
it
him.
up. Yeah.
Why didn't they?
Yeah, I don't know, but I'm gonna shout out Joseph from. I don't even know if I want to do this for you this week. Really, Joseph? Shout out Joseph from Bars Balancing Act Radio Show. He's on every Wednesday from 11 to 1. What's up? Make sure y'all check him out. His shows be extra dope. But he just said, don't even get me started on that AB situation. Once again, the Patriots pulled a fast one on my Raiders.
Oh.
Well, not AB pulled a
To be specific,
I would listen to Shannon Sharp.
I don't even want him, Joseph. To be honest with you, I don't even want the hassle in my locker room.
If he messes this up, he don't need to play him.
I was listening to Shannon Sharp, and then because Jerry Rice came on and said that he think AB they staged everything, but Shannon Sharp said no, you couldn't have staged everything. You ain't going to no cryo trade with burning your feet up like that on purpose or none of that kind of stuff. What it was, AB once they start finding AB and that money did not get guaranteed, he got himself out. He got a way out. He found a way out. Now, Drew Rosenhaus is his agent, which is supposed to probably find out what's out there. Because in the beginning, the Patriots,
In March.
yeah, Patriots offered Patriots wanted to get him,
Mm-hmm.
but Pittsburgh, first of all, we're not trading you. If you want him that bad, give us a first round draft pick. Not, we're not doing that. New England ain't giving you a first round draft pick. That's number one.
Nah.
But then I'm not really trading you to New England anyway. So he went to Oakland, got the bag, and then he started messing up. Then I was listening to Reggie Bush today, and Reggie Bush said, it ain't going to work. He said, I really don't think it's going to work because of AB is who he is.
Yeah,
And there's no tolerance in New England.
right, and Joseph just hit what I was about to say, well, something like it. He said, we don't need him and Josh Gordon. And we don't, because Josh Gordon was already our headache that they tamed for
Quickly.
for the most part. And that's just what we do. We take the headaches and try to
Give him that aspirin.
right, but I just didn't. I don't. It's not a good look for us to have Antonio Brown. I don't like it.
He could be the next Randy. Well, I don't want to say the next Randy Moss, but he can be that type of person for New England. Because when they had Moss out that joint, you just throw the ball in the air and it was it.
But he was showing he was like,
Damn.
but Randy's a different. He was a different.
Right.
He was a freak.
6 what?
Yeah.
He was almost about 6'2", something like that.
I mean, when
He come off the line.
when
he
a
put his hand in his
defensive, I was just about to say that when a back get burned, we say you got mossed.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
So he's a whole different.
He's a genre.
Yeah.
He's a culture.
Yeah, he is for that.
Straight cash, homie.
Oh, and you just got lost.
Right. And then,
Yeah.
But how many times is Josh Norman going to get burnt, Joe?
yeah, but first of all, why did you think Josh Norman was good in the first place?
No, I didn't say it was good.
Okay.
How many times?
What we not going to do
Are
is
you-
do what Mike's going on. Let's be clear.
Hey, let's just do the
'Cause
first
this
look.
is- this
Let's do
is-
the first half.
No,
Look, give
it's
us
not-
look.
Definitely not
no.
doing.
Give us
This
10
is
minutes.
let's
No,
be clear.
that's
Give us 10 minutes.
And while let's be clear loves football,
We not
We not
talking
about to do
it
that.
all
We
this
can't
time.
get 10 minutes.
no,
No,
because y'all
you got
because
enough.
on Mike's corner y'all gonna have even more stuff to talk
Right.
about next week.
Yeah.
Here you go. Can we get some extra time? And then
I'm
you go. Give us some
Okay.
8-10.
I was about to say I would come up here for that show, but
It's
I'm
Redskin week though.
But
Redskins and Cowboys.
that's
week.
right. Yes, it is.
Okay, so y'all can say a little bit about that. That's the game.
You know,
of the
somebody
week.
said to me today, was like, man, well, we got the Skins. Like, yeah. He said, man, shoot, I'm worried about that game. I'm like, why? Not knocking the Skins.
They beat us last year.
I really am. But yeah, they did. But, you know, those two teams, when they play, they both show a different side of themselves.
I will agree that when it's that rival game, y'all tend
You don't
to,
know who you gonna
tend
get.
to- You tend to
Yeah.
be like, that's the Redskins.
But a lot of people play
that's
to
the
they play to
Cowboys.
their opponents.
You just never
Some
know.
teams play to their opponents
And I'm
level.
glad Dallas didn't do that last week.
Yeah.
They didn't play to their opponent. Because we all know the Giants stink. And they did what they supposed to do. They did what they supposed to do.
But when they scored their first touchdown, I said, okay.
Their defense wasn't hitting on too much enough. But it's Redskin Cowboy Week officially. That's what it is. Going forward.
Let the bets fly.
I got too many bets out in the streets. I'm good.
How y'all ladies doing this week?
I mean, we good. I don't have any. I don't get involved in any of this stuff. So I just like to see.
No, I'm just saying how you doing.
I just like to see the shenanigans between the Redskin fans and the Cowboy fans.
You hear about
So
the
he is overrated, Scope. He is overrated.
Who?
Josh Norman.
No.
Did you hear
Joseph
about?
said that too.
Did you hear about the
No,
Philadelphia
Scope, no, he
Sixers?
said Josh Norman's overrated. Smart player, but he's not that fast. And then Scope will say, what, Joseph, man, you tripping.
Nah, he is.
Oh, he said, no, I'm talking about Gordon. See?
He ain't look at the last name.
Right.
Did you hear about the 76er player that was fighting the Philadelphia
Mike
Eagles
Scott.
fan? Yeah.
Yeah.
For wearing a Redskins jersey.
Because he's from D.C. Yeah, he's from D.C. But the dude, he played for Philly.
They played for the
He
Sixers.
played for the Sixers.
Right.
So the Sixers fan, so the Philly fan fighting. Come on, man.
It was at a funeral?
No, he was at the game.
He's at the game.
He was at the Eagles game.
The Redskins
yeah,
Eagle
the
game.
Redskins
over-
Eagle
over
game.
Oh,
there.
this was. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't understand what's going on before we get into the topics for this week. I don't understand what's going on with all these. It's just a lot of sports
Skull Man.
things with sports
Skull
and
Man.
people's families.
Kawhi Leonard.
Kawhi
his
Leonard's sister killed the
Killed the
elderly
Killed
lady.
and robbed.
Yeah, killed
and robbed the
84-year-old
elderly lady. Yeah.
Crushed her skull.
Kawhi Leonard's sister.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And an accomplice.
But
That's
he,
Skull Man.
but he say he has nothing to do with his sister.
Yeah,
Well,
probably.
everybody kind of figured
Right.
that he had nothing to do with her.
But that-
But that's
but she
not
like
the
a
only
dude,
one.
though.
I mean, it's just so many.
Gil,
You
I mean,
see
not y'all
so
like say
many.
Gil.
John Wall's
John
nephew.
Wall nephew. The road rage.
The road
joint.
rage. He shot up the people. But he's in a lot of trouble because he followed them.
Yeah, it was road rage.
He didn't just shoot him on the spot. You know, like
Right.
And
He
killed him. I think
followed.
He paralyzed the dude.
yeah, the guy
So that's when it
he
gets
followed them.
meditated, premeditated.
Premeditated,
Yeah.
yep.
Yeah, Simone Biles. I mean, it's just a whole
Her
lot
brother
of
or something, right?
her brother murder. I'm like, what in
But
the
I
hell?
know she's not close with her brother because when she was growing up, they moved her way out to like the witness protection joint to train for the Olympics. The reason I say the witness protection because
Oh, I was about to say, what happened
hey,
if
let's
she
stop.
in witness
you know the
protection?
witness protection. You know the witness protection see like the Idaho and Nebraska and all that stuff.
Hey, look, check.
Nah,
out.
we ain't saying Kawhi did it. We just saying that it's a lot of sports.
Let's go.
Yeah, it's
We just messing with him.
No, it's a lot of sports people, known sports
Family members.
people,
Yeah.
family members getting into stuff.
Check out 50 Cent's interview on The Breakfast Club.
What are you talking about? How you put the song back?
Yeah, that. And talked about the tycoon party he had, but also he talked about Power and what's going to happen after Power.
Joseph said, I was
It's,
talking to my brother, he was saying how most Eagle fans don't co-sign with those fools. They took it too far with that Mike Scott mess. They caught them hands and realized they ain't want that smoke neither, right? Yeah, Sco, I know you sent your sheets in, Sco, I know.
Yeah, so that, I mean, yeah.
So first of all, I'm not going out here trying to fight a 6'8" dude. That's an athlete. I mean,
Yeah, it's
Hey,
Well, they think them
he
athletes
wasn't
something-
playing. Oh, y'all want to fight?
yeah.
Oh, okay,
He got-
okay.
yeah, he go,
okay.
oh, they caught them hands.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I saw it, but I
Yeah, don't
I
think
thought I
it's
saw a
sweet.
casket.
Yeah.
They might feel you might have.
Was there a casket?
They had
At
a
the game?
casket. it was, I guess they were
probably
tailgating. They had a
tailgating.
casket with Sean Taylor's jersey laying on top of the casket.
That's what I'm
Oh.
telling you. Yeah,
That's
I
why.
saw
That's
the
why
casket.
he was. That's why he got mad.
That's why I asked y'all
And
just now, was
I
it
didn't
a
know-
funeral? I didn't know
I
it was
didn't
a
see that
game.
part.
No,
Yeah, it was
the
a-
video that somebody sent me in Messenger,
Yeah.
it was a casket.
Yeah.
Man, these jokers ain't got no respect, Joe.
No, they don't.
Especially
They don't.
Philly.
Hey, that's why the old stadium had the jail, and all of the new stadium got a jail, and the old stadium had a jail. And
Y'all got good cheesesteaks, but goddamn.
so said my sentence is after I don't know why these red those think they could beat Mike Tyson, right?
Yeah, what was you saying about 50 Cent?
Oh no, his
What do you say
interview.
about Power?
He said it's going to pick up right where it left off. I think the name is going to be Power Book. So it looked like it's going to take off right what Tariq is doing now, merge and getting his little crew together, and they're going to take
Remember
it.
the picture I showed you with the but I think your girl is having the first spinoff of Power.
Who?
Mary
J.
Jack.
Blige.
Yeah. She is.
She, yeah, but I think I don't know if she's gonna be in the next part, but
What is she?
I don't know what her role
Oh,
is going to be,
okay.
but
Yeah, but
I see she get.
I did see that
she's
she
coming
was going
into
to be
power. She's
Yeah.
coming into, they'll introduce her to power during the season, and she's getting a spinoff from it.
She is getting into acting. That's what's up.
yeah. Well, you look it up. I mean, it was a good interview. I
What do you
liked
say
it.
about the song?
He said, man, the thing about it, he said when he went to Trey Songz about it,
Right, he did us a favor.
Trey was like, why you want to change it? So he had already had Boogie, his part set up. He said,
Right.
look, all I need you to do is backfill the verse. Just it's the same verse. He said when he played the song, he said, okay, I see what you're talking about. But Trey told him in the beginning, why would you want to change it? So when they got the backlash came and shit, he was like, I told you not to do the change, man. I told you not to change it.
Yeah, that thing so.
It's just what we know.
Right.
Joe's voice fit,
Yeah.
and I think that it could have been anybody, and we all would have been like,
The same thing.
Nah,
and so
it-
Like,
Joe,
because you'd be like, why you change? Because for one, it's the last season. So you'd be like, why you
Why
change?
you changing it?
yeah. I'm glad he went back.
That's like
When I
with
looked
Martin,
at
like with
episode
Martin.
3, I was like, oh, he
He
brought
like-
that good song back.
There's like certain songs, I mean, certain things you can't change. Like Martin, you can never change. You can change the graphics. but
Right.
You can't change the song.
but what he did, the comparison he gave, he said, man, it's just like looking at Sanford and Son. You can't change that song on
Right.
Sanford and Son,
No.
because if you do it,
Dum, dum,
you're not gonna know if it's coming on or not. He said,
Exactly.
but once you hear that,
You already know what it is.
oh damn, I'm about to watch Sanford.
Yeah,
Same thing
yeah.
like with Good Times.
Yeah.
But
Oh,
with the
yeah.
Cosby Show, you could change it.
They changed it.
Yeah.
on
They
top.
changed it every
Yeah.
time, but it was
But it still had the
It
beat.
still had that. Okay,
That
we know the
underlining
Cosby Show.
beat, you still knew it was the Cosby
Cosby
Show
Show.
coming on.
But it's a real good interview.
Nah, he don't score. He don't feel a certain way. Say Trey, someone's got to feel a certain way.
No, he don't. And he said it was cool with him. But
Right.
he said Joe chimed in on the tweets just to mess around. He said, yeah, they all want me back. They all want, just playing around. So, I mean, it's a good interview. I like
Tell
this.
Score about it, Mom.
I told him already. It was
Yeah.
fake news.
What?
Sko, they have that thing going around that Avant got 6 months to live.
Oh, for
and
real?
I think it's not. It's fake news. I do believe that he was sick or he had some type of something going on. But the pictures that they're showing with him, he's like it's like this super skinny person, and he's like sunken in. And I just saw Avant yesterday on his Instagram page, and I'm like, that ain't.
Yeah, but that's real old though. They been has said that a while.
Yeah, a long time ago. But
Yeah.
Sko said that he messed around and looked at the YouTube video,
Oh,
like yet today,
Oh.
Can't do
maybe.
the fake news, Score. Can't be
Yeah.
doing the fake news. You know you on the radio, Score. You can't be giving people false information. He said the Cosby Show changed show like 4 times. They did more than 4 times. They did. I think every season they had a different episode. I mean, a different song.
But
you know what
they
it
always
was
had
musical,
the-
though. It was musical. That's
It was
the difference.
instrumental, but
Yeah,
if you
instrumental.
listen to every version still had dun, 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 and
Yeah.
in it.
It was
They
just-
still had that Cosby
But
Show
just switch it
thing.
up.
They
Just
just
enough.
switched
Right.
everything else. So you still knew it was the Cosby Show. But most,
Shoot, hell, Seinfeld didn't even have a theme song. It had the little notes to come on to let you know the song that about the show come on. That was it.
yeah, I mean, but even with their shows, like you couldn't change the music to Friends.
Living single.
Yeah, it's just
well, yeah, that's another one. too.
Friends. You couldn't
Cheers.
change it. Cheers.
Yeah.
Man. Hey, Norm!
Yeah,
Cheers,
you had to know.
Yeah.
Exactly. They all had a jazz feel. And that was because jazz music is what he loved. So you couldn't change it.
Nope.
But again, thank y'all for tuning in. We got some stuff for y'all this week that,
It's about to go down.
and we want honest answers. People get on here and it be fake news.
Go.
It be fake news.
Go.
Skip it, go.
The first topic that we are going to get into, man, hey Joseph, you could never change the Golden Girls. I'm still watching it. I know how every episode is going to end, and I'm still watching it. That's one of those shows that watching repeats ain't nothing like Martin. Being single, every person that's single is not lonely, and every married person is not fulfilled. Now, listen, it seems to be the thing for everybody that because you're single, you're lonely. People fail to realize that some people want to be single because they want to be single.
It's
Or they're
always
single
that,
for other reasons.
Why are you single? Like it's something wrong with you.
Right. So for single people, well, for single people, well, shit. Okay.
That's the question.
For those single people out there,
Look, does being single mean you're lonely?
are you Are you single because you want to be single?
No, the question is, the
No.
topic is, being single doesn't mean you're lonely. So in essence to that, does being single
if you're single, are you lonely?
When I was single, I didn't like it. I didn't like being single at all, and
So-
I felt lonely more, I guess, than I just didn't feel like, oh, I'm free now. I get to do whatever I want. I ain't gotta answer to nobody, and I just never had that mindset.
When you were single.
When I was single, yeah, I don't
See,
like it.
right, and I think it goes both ways because you felt lonely. When I was single, I was just alone. I didn't feel lonely. I just was alone. I wasn't in a relationship, and I think people go through single moments in their lives for different reasons. Some people are single by choice. And some people are single by default.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes people that's single by default, especially if they're coming from being divorced or in a relationship and then you're all of a sudden single for other reasons than by choice, then it comes off to be maybe more lonely because it wasn't by choice. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't a mutual decision.
Right.
Yeah.
Can the age play a part in that their decision?
Yeah.
Because I got a young guy that works at the job and he's 23.
Mm-hmm.
He has a baby mama. He said they're together, but then one conversation he had last week, he was like, "Man, she telling me, I'm single. I can, we together, but I can do single things because she's in Georgia."
Wait, what?
Right. So she's in Georgia. He moved up here to get the position. So he was like, she's telling me we're together, but I can do single things, but you can't. He was like, "Man, you gone crazy, Joe."
Oh, that's
so it's
just
like,
ridiculous.
so his mental is like, do I want to stay with her or do I not?
Well, basically, is she telling you we ain't together?
Yeah.
Basically.
So he said, "Man, look, I can be out here doing my thing." He's 23.
He's 23. He should be doing his thing anyway.
So that's what I'm saying. So does age?
It does.
Yeah, age plays a part. Older
Yeah.
people tend to be lonely, and then I think in turn, because you're lonely, sometimes not everybody, but because you're lonely and because you're getting up in age and all of that is playing in your head, you run into relationships that you shouldn't be in because you don't, and you settle because you don't want to be lonely, which is why you end up being a married person that's not fulfilled. But we gonna go there.
Yeah.
You like how I brought all that together?
Hell no.
Yeah,
Single,
you like it?
Single is just by yourself, and lonely and desperate. Not lonely and desperate. Britt said, "No, I don't think so." Joseph said, "Depends on the person. Some single people are self-sustaining and don't necessarily need anybody around all the time. My mother's a perfect example of that, and trust and believe, she still gets plenty of looks at 65.
I
All
agree.
right, yeah.
Come on, Mama Gomes.
Yes.
I agree, but that's because, like for me, I think if I wasn't married, I would be fine being single because I'm more of an introvert than I am an extrovert. So I can spend tons of time by myself and not even care.
Joseph said also, on the other hand, I got a friend who can't stand being single because she wants to be in a relationship and start a family before she feels like her window is closed.
Age.
Definitely age.
Age is playing a part, and I get it though because
I feel like my kids are like that. I feel like my son and my daughter are like that. That they can't be single. They have to be in a relationship.
But I think more so because they feel like that's what they should be doing, especially because they have kids.
Right. That
And
could
so everybody is like, well, you know, you got kids now. You need, you know, to be a family, or you know, you need to be here and have this set up, and not be out here by
But
yourself.
guess what though? The funny thing is, a lot of time that perception that they're receiving from people are from people that aren't even in relationships.
Exactly.
So I need to do that, but you not.
What about you? Why
Yeah, why I gotta do what you
why
not doing?
you not doing? You not setting an example. What's my example?
I'd rather be alone 60 than married 60 and looking at my husband like you disgust the shit out of me.
Yeah.
Like, that just doesn't make sense to me.
I feel you, because as much as I wanted a relationship, I wasn't settling.
No.
So I was just dealing with, you know, whatever I was dealing with.
Right,
but
but
I
even
refused to settle.
But even with being in a relationship now, you're still looking to not settle. So
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
not
definitely.
So you're not like, I'm in a
I got it
relationship
now. Okay,
Woo,
it's good.
marriage.
No,
Let's go. Let's
you
do
know,
it.
certain
You
things
still-
change.
Yeah.
Change you and your perception and your thoughts on having a relationship. You know, moving towards marriage, settling. No. You show me some flags. That's it.
Right.
I'm done. If I gotta start over, I'll start over.
Right.
I'm cool with that. Which, you know, before I probably just would have stayed, not been happy until, you know, they broke it off.
Jessica, hi Jessica, thank you for watching. She says she's been single for over 12 years. Yes, it would be nice to be in a relationship, but she refuses to settle.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes that's with her saying she's single don't mean that she hasn't had interactions
Right.
with men. It's just that she hasn't been
My fault.
she just hasn't been in an actual
With
relationship.
just one person.
Right.
Joseph said if I wasn't married, then I'd totally be fine with not being in a relationship.
That's-
Granted, I always had a girlfriend, but I didn't need to be with anybody. If I'm with somebody, it's because I want to be with them. Scott said, press to be in a relationship causes infidelities.
They could. You know what's go? I agree. I agree that sometimes pressured relationships cause infidelities because I don't think that you found everything that you really wanted
Right.
when you got into that relationship. And like Sean said, I think in situations like that, age
Yeah.
sometimes play a part, or what's hot with young people. Like if it's a group of young people, for example, they might be 20 and 22. If everybody got a man, then I don't want to be out here.
By myself.
But
Let
it's
me-
wide
Let
open
me
for
go
them.
on and get a boyfriend or a
Right.
girlfriend real
Right.
It's
quick.
wide open for the youngest today, mainly because they have a whole lot more range. They can go wherever they can go to the woman, man, however they want to do it, and whatever floats their boat.
Yeah, it's
Back
a
when we was
different
coming up,
generation
we
now.
had our own lane.
They got options.
Right, we had our options, but we knew what lane we really need to be in. But
Right,
they,
and more times than none, these kids don't have they're not identifying with,
Yeah.
I like men, I like
Right.
women. A lot of them, male and female, are dating
go-
both.
right, and that's the thing. So they have a lot of, they can stay in their options.
They call it sexual freedom.
That's new, but you know what?
That's what they call it.
That's the millennial stuff, boy.
Yeah. Oh no, we was just hoes. That's what we called it.
But are they?
Free body.
But are they considered hoes?
She a freak, she a...
Is that considered the same thing? So it's sexual freedom,
That's a good question.
but are they freaks, and thoughts and hoes and all that? Skanks.
That's
And,
a good question. They don't look at it that way, though.
that's their mindset. That's that
right.
entitlement, and that's that young mentality thinking, oh, we can do it this way
Or we can label it this way.
because we can
They
do
they
it.
more so on labels.
We can label it
We
this
can
way.
change what it really is
That's-
to fit
Society
what we want it to
change.
be.
Yeah, Sean.
Look at it. Society is stuck on labels.
It is.
Everything
And that's
is
the millennial
labeled.
stuff.
But that's like infidelity.
That generation.
Oh yeah.
We could literally change the We can change the dynamic.
Yeah, the
of
whole
it.
open relationship
I mean,
thing.
it's not infidelity.
They don't call it cheating.
It's
It's not cheating
open.
if they know about
It's
it.
freedom. It's freedom
Right.
to love who we want to
Not
love.
to bring it to the situation, but the LGBTQ, all that too, as well.
Right.
It's like you don't have to identify yourself as who you are or what you like.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't. I mean, that's
And
just
again,
how
that
it
goes
is.
back to the label, sexual freedom.
Mhm.
I'm free to have sex with whomever I want, whether it be man or woman. That's how they label the stuff like that now. So you won't have to, I guess, be put in a box.
Right.
I'm not mad at that though. You know, if that's what you choose, like Mike
Right.
said, I'm not mad that you don't want to be put into a box. I personally, my family have different orientations, and if that's what you choose to do, I'm all for it. If it makes you happy,
Exactly.
But they have
Rock
a
it.
lot more justifying to do with their partners when they decide to move forward
Go
with
sit
somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Sco said exactly. Then it's just in situations like that, the ability to say you have a boyfriend or girlfriend just to keep up with the Joneses. If all their friends are married or in relationships, they start to look in the mirror like, what's wrong with me? And why nobody wants me? That's sad, but it's true.
it's
Oh,
very
yes.
true, and
Yes.
that's exactly.
But men do that.
what-
Men put that label on women, and women might do it. I don't know if women do it as much to men as men do it to women.
What label?
Mimi.
Is, damn, she fine as a mug. Hey, how you doing? What's up? You got man? No, I'm single. You single? What's wrong
Oh
with
yeah,
you?
I get that.
But see, I guess
Right.
it's
Like,
it's-
what's wrong with
Yeah,
you?
yeah,
Like, you know,
I got
Yeah,
it
that's
too.
what I'm
Like-
saying.
like, what's wrong with you?
Why?
Nothing.
Why,
Or,
why can't? Like nothing.
not even asking you what's wrong with you. Oh, you single? Okay, what's up? Boom. Let me get your number. Woo wah whip. Hey, yeah, Sean, I got. She ain't got no man, Sean.
But see,
so
when
when
you-
Sean to turn around and say she ain't got no man, damn, what's wrong with her?
it's the men are visual. We know that.
Right.
So the thing is all we see is a very attractive woman. You know she gotta have somebody.
It's somebody.
And when they say I'm single, it's like then wow, for real? I just hit the motherfuckers out of here.
Yeah, but then you start. But then you get around your boys, and
And
then
they
your
like-
boys be like, man, why is she singing now?
She got that Halle Berry syndrome.
Forcing our lady.
Something wrong.
Yeah.
What happened?
They like, yeah, I don't know. She
Something-
ain't got no. She ain't show no signs of being crazy,
Deranged.
deranged.
Joseph said that's how my friend is. She's constantly comparing herself to other people and feeling like something's wrong with her. I am going to take up for her a little bit because it's just women.
Mm-hmm.
Women put so much pressure on other women that
And themselves.
a lot of us tend to
Social media.
a lot of us tend to internalize it all. Like, what's wrong with me? Why do I have to do this? And
It's
why I gotta look this way? And
it's
what?
it's social media.
platform.
Yeah, the
Because now,
times is definitely the reason why.
Now it's like now you scroll through Facebook, you see this person with that person with this person. Now you're not even knowing their relationship because a lot of people live other people's lives through Facebook, which you shouldn't. But when you see people together, and you like, damn,
I want that.
I want
and
that.
you have no
You
idea.
have no
what's
idea
going on
what's
You
going
know,
on
have no
behind
idea
closed
what
doors.
it took for them to get you.
Not
But
even,
not
they
even
might,
that,
they may
though.
not even beat it.
Exactly.
What it is
Faking for the gram.
they faking. They faking
Faking
it till they
social
making
media.
it. Like
Fake.
for me, you'll never see me put anything negative in regards to my marriage on Facebook. But that don't mean I wasn't just in his face about something.
Right. Have you
Or-
seen Dave Chappelle's new show?
No, we haven't seen it.
He spoke on that joint.
Yeah,
in
but
that.
you can't tell us because we didn't see it.
I'm not gonna tell you.
Oh, you was just about to.
I'm just
No, what you about to say though?
Spoiler alert. You was about to.
no. It not the funny aspect of the show, but it's that topic about how he's being looked at with his relationship. Because people look at celebrities like they don't
Right,
have no
he looks
problems.
like an Asian woman or something.
Yeah, look at them like they don't have no problems and they just problem free. Hell no, we got our problems. You know,
And yeah,
we argue.
To piggyback off Mike, we're just two of those women that don't care what a black man marries. That's another thing. Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Who
he
cares?
couldn't handle a black woman. That's why he married an Asian. No, he fell in love with an Asian.
Right.
Thank you.
And that's just
Thank you. It's all about
that's
who you fall in
just how
love
it
with.
is.
It's chemistry.
But we don't give black women that
Credit.
heat when they're men
When
are
they
of other
are sex.
ethnicities.
Yeah.
We don't do that. Again, I'm telling you, black women, I love my women. Sis, I love you. But we are the
Yeah.
worst.
The absolute worst. Or it's like, oh, but why you with him? He not, 6 feet. He ain't making this amount. If that's not your type, like I can't imagine you. That's not who I envisioned you or picture you to be with. That's why I'm with him and you not.
Yeah, men do the same thing.
But you ain't even making that kind of money though.
Right.
But men do the same thing. Like why she with the white dude, or why she with an Asian dude?
See, I didn't know that because I rarely hear.
Because you really
Men
hear it.
say
'Cause
that,
men,
yeah.
because
You don't
men-
hear from real
Because
men.
you know why? Right, because men ain't gonna say it.
Right.
Men ain't gonna really say it like how y'all women be in a group and be like, hey, man, what is she? Yeah, but men, we ain't
We'll
gonna be like,
definitely
damn.
point that out quick.
You know what I'm saying? But if men think that we straight up G about it, like, hey, what's up with you? And you got a man, and you find out he white, what you doing with the white dude? You know what I'm saying? You just trying to set our sisters back or something?
Well, no, I got that when I was married to a Nigerian.
What?
What? Don't you know about them Africans and what made you, hey, first of all, when I met him, I didn't know he was Nigerian.
Right.
And
furthermore,
hey,
men of all ethnicities do the same thing.
It didn't matter. Like,
Hey, can we take a break first? Cause
Let's go say it.
No.
that's actually pretty good.
No.
Uh-oh.
Sko said, really? Calm down, Regina. You got Regina, my body. Calm down,
bothered.
Regina. Yeah, it's okay. Calm down. Sko said it's hard to live up to black women's
Expectations.
Lord.
Regina,
as
chill out,
black
Regina.
men especially. For some women, Sko, that very well may be what you perceive. But for me, I expect a man to live up to my expectations. It ain't got shit to do with him being a black man. I don't put labels like that. It just so happens that black men is what I've always dated, so we can go there.
Sko, don't put the apostrophe S on women like that no more.
But
Some black
Women.
Ms. What?
But the reason why, again, we not even gonna go into it, but another reason, again, we've said this on several shows, is the reason why you guys don't live up to the expectations of some black women is because y'all done did so much to black women that we just expect certain things
But
now.
first of all, Sko, why are you trying to live up to a black woman's expectation? You should be living up to the expectations that's required of a relationship.
Good answer, bro. Good answer.
I'm not. If you live up to the expectations of a relationship,
No matter if she's Chinese,
no matter.
whatever.
Yeah, if you living up to the expectations of a relationship, that's the expectation. Like Nee just said, she expects you live up to the expectations of a man. A man. So if you live, if you live up to the expectations of being in a relationship, everything else falls in place. Whether she black, white, Chinese.
I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care. Joseph says, first Jessica said not all to Sko, but he did say some, so he didn't say all
No,
women.
she said not all the time.
Not all the time, I'm sorry.
And stop putting women apostrophe S, Go.
And DJ Mike L, stop yelling at us.
People say a man need to be a man. A woman wants a real man.
Joseph says since I dated outside my race several times before, I don't care when I see somebody do it. However, based on my experiences, my only caution for a black person dating outside of their race is to ensure the person you're dating is an ally and not simply fetishizing you. Like you're not a fetish. And yeah, I get
And
that.
sometimes that is the
Mike
case.
L, what's a real man though? He gonna say a man need to be a man. A man need to be a man. A woman wants a real man. What the hell is a real man? I'm kind of lost and confused. I'm
I
befuddled.
mean, he's just saying, I guess he's saying a man need to be a man. A woman wants a real man. I don't know if the race matters, but I don't know why that is. I think a black man, a white man, an Asian man can be a little punk or do something to a woman and she's going to expect the same thing from whatever the race is.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily a black. We black women expect too much from black men.
How can you
I
categorize?
No, I mean, you're supposed to expect something out of your man.
Right.
Like, I don't know what high expectations Sko is referring to, but I expect my man to be my man. Like,
Right.
period.
I think that black men do kind of get the bad rap sometimes.
How? I mean, but that's good. How?
Just meaning like, it's all dogs, or just because previous relationships, like women tend to carry on and blame every black man for what the previous man did.
But maybe that's because these black women only dated black men.
Right.
Because a white woman could be doing the same thing to a white man. You know what I'm saying? Like white people can feel the same way. Like, man, I just think white women expect too much out of white men.
Right. We can't speak on it.
I
because
think
we
it's
have
like,
more-
but I think
outside the race.
we're more verbal with it.
That's the only difference.
But
So it seems like
But as
it's
a
just-
man, Skull, since you some more thanks Becky, as a man, you put that on the table though. If you see she got reservations about certain things, this and that, and that you know that it had nothing to do with you, you had that conversation with her. Like, listen, whatever happened to you in your past, I'm not that person. Don't bring that to this. I'm not that person, or whomever hurt you, I'm not the one that did it. Now, if you feel as though you can't get by that, then that's fine. But I'm not that guy. And you don't sit there and let that dictate the situation.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, like that, I got to put you in a comfortable place so that you know. I see your
that
hurt.
I
see your hurt, but I'm not
person.
that one that hurt you. I see your hurt, but let's not bring that here, because if men or women, you're gonna miss out on one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
You're gonna miss out on one.
But I guess because of the type of TV shows I look at, I know that the cheating is high in all races.
Let me-
People say that's what
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying.
You know what I'm
Black-
saying? Like like we got some terrible people
They say
in
black
all
men-
races.
black
So I
men
don't.
carry a bad rep like bad baby daddies, deadbeats, and just cheaters all around.
Let me ask this question.
That's the people you deal with, because can't nobody determine if I'm a bad daddy or a deadbeat daddy.
Mm-hmm.
Just because they feel as though, man,
It's
you know.
just a stigma of just, I think, black and.
But as a black man,
And
if
it's
you allow
worse
that,
for
if you
a
allow
man,
that
I
stigma to
think.
be on you, that's your fault. If I allow that stigma to be in that category of being a bad baby daddy or bad father to my kid, I'm not allowing that stigma to be on me.
Right.
If you be like, man, yeah, black men, they got a power to take care of their kids. And that's short. Then you know what she did? She put that platform in your lap just now, and you can say what you want to say. But yeah, but some black men are that way. But I know I'm not in that category, so I know you're not talking to me. That's just like me saying, yeah, man, these bitches out here be tripping. You can also say, yeah, some of these bitches do be tripping, but I know I ain't one of them bitches.
Yeah, stereotypes on black men is way higher. This is Skull. Stereotypes on black men is way higher than any other race of men. I agree.
Yeah.
We as black men have to do a lot to prove we are not like the majority of what the news and society portrays us to be. I agree. I'm not disagreeing
Oh,
with
that's true
any
right
of
there.
that. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing, Skull.
And this is, as we said, in our generation, the generation that we living in now, with the social media, yeah, we do got to go above and beyond to
For several
To
reasons.
step
for several
out of
reasons.
that.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you know, as what they say, if you know, then you don't got to be part of that.
Yeah, but knowing sometimes if somebody is being stereotypical on you, like police, not all, but some police, you knowing that that's not you is not going to stop him from shooting you.
That's
So
true,
I think sometimes it's, I totally agree with Sko when he says it's way worse for black men, because I'll use this as an example before we go to break. Mike picked his bike up and he got pulled over, right? And I told Becky that all I thought about was I can't get over to the lane to get behind him to make sure that he's okay. I wasn't even thinking about a ticket. I was just thinking he's being pulled over by the police. And that's horrible that that's the
Your
only
first
place
thought.
my mind went. My mind didn't go to
A
Mike did
ticket,
something, he
or
getting a
he might go to
ticket.
jail. Like, going to jail is like,
That's a second option.
okay,
but
he's alive.
going to jail is the
It's like
right.
your first thought.
So
Like,
then it's like when he called, I'm like, no, I gotta stay on the phone because I can't get to the lane. I mean, of course, nothing happened and he didn't even get a ticket. But I'm just saying, it's just the idea that that's what you're thinking now. So that's why I definitely agree with Sco.
And that's when you use your platform, because a lot of times people will take that situation, certain situations, and just take it and eat it. Mm-hmm. You use your platform. You have platforms. You have social media. You got outlets. We got Win DC Radio. You got every platform to argue your stereotypical situations that you may feel thrown upon you.
I wanted to ask. So,
hold your thought, because we got to take a break.
No, we got 2 minutes.
Oh, my fault, y'all. My clock says 6:55. Go ahead.
Mike said, we as men made women like they are now. I mean, we as men made women like they are.
No, it was just the fact that I think we all as men start off on the same playing field. What is it that we have that a white man don't have, or that an Asian guy don't have, or what do we have that's so different from other races? We all should have the same thing.
We all should, but attitudes, opportunities, education, all of those things play a part. Mm-hmm. All of those things play a part. What we saw as kids, what we grew up in, all of that play a part. And we're not even going to play the race card, but we've been given a bad rap for centuries. Forever. So and that's just the honest to God truth. I'm not saying we've been enslaved I'm not going there because everybody knows. I'm just saying that we've been given the bad part forever. I mean, in the dictionary, black is told to be dirty. Yeah. And white is pure. And all of that stuff. So it started a long time ago, because I can go on, but I'm not. But for real, now we taking a break. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back.
One thing for sure, love is
What you thought it was, nigga? Shit, it's family over everything, nigga.
Bow, bow.
Shit, money ain't in the bank. Damn sure it's in the bag. Our niggas ain't fucking with us, nigga. We gonna keep it how we do it,
Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. What's the mission? Get that work and find a kitchen. Listen, you can find me in that laboratory, steady mixing. Mix it like you do that lean with the soda. Eggs in a grape swisher, that's a fruit roller. Chevy nigga, but fuck with that GT Cobra. Fox body, hopping out no socks with the loafers. Badge of honor from loyalty, certified soldier. I say, hold up, we gon' roll up, pockets swole up. Get to know us like the fuse, I'm about to blow up. We go harder, gotta show us. Shorty bopping, we ain't stopping. Hey, it's money over rollers, yeah. Chase a bag, hating niggas, just promoters, yeah. If I was you looking at me, I wouldn't cross them. I'd be cool and pass the message to them niggas in your section. Flexing like we won't toss them. Beat the brake dust off them. I just chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. You better not be in line when it's feeding time. Cause me and mine gon' be ripping through your carcass. I'm trying to see where your heart is. I'm officially the hardest. That's official. SK, position like a marksman. Ready for war, I got him slipping in the darkness. Back against the ropes, go harder, don't go. I learned that in 94, seen the income level low. Niggas beefing toe to toe, we was scraping every penny, now I know. All that pride go out the window when you broke, yeah. I'm out that window with a scope, aiming for that bag, where that money at. It's the KID, took my crown, placed it on the throne, had to save my seat. Whoa, it ain't no game, so don't play with me. No, in my zone, that's the place to be. Behind the wheel, chasing the bag, trying to get from A to B. Ready to ride and provide, that's how I'm trained to be. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Catching up that money fast, push it to the limit. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it. Rags to riches, that's the way of life in these conditions. Chase a bag, chase it, I'ma get it.
check,
1 2
check.
1 2 1 2.
Are we back?
I think we back.
We Bizak. Guess who's Bizak? No. Hey y'all. Welcome
can
back.
y'all hear us out there?
Can y'all hear me? I can hear me, so I think y'all can hear me. Welcome back. We love y'all for sticking with us. So again, thank y'all for joining us here on Let's Be Clear. If you new, I'm Neen. That's Becky. That's Mike of Mike's Corner, and the person missing because he's thirsty.
It's the good Mike Reed. Let's not get that.
No.
And Sean
Yeah.
is missing.
Just Sean. Yeah.
Just Sean.
Just Sean.
He missing, but he here. He's a little thirsty, a little parched. He went to get something to drink, but we back.
Got any closing remarks from the first topic?
Yeah, I think that we got off track and we didn't get. But that's what happens with topics like that. We stayed on track, but you know.
Now, I wanted to add a twist, so that's what I'm saying, because you asked the question, we did talk about the topic. I just want to know what your final analysis to that question was.
Oh, my final analysis is being single don't mean you lonely. Sometimes you're just alone. You're by yourself at that particular moment. And I think people that sometimes are lonely and rush into relationships because of their loneliness end up being in marriages where they're not fulfilled, because I don't think everything they was looking for has been everything that you're looking for hasn't been fulfilled.
Right.
So I think if you're single and you want to be single, kudos
More
to you.
power to you. There's nothing
But
wrong with you if you are single.
Nothing at all. But don't settle. And when the
Definitely.
right relationship comes, I believe everybody will know. I think you should just let it come to you. And do you in between time.
Right.
In the meantime, in
There's
between
nothing-
time, do you,
Get
boo?
it? Hot girl summer.
The broadcast is interrupted. So can you let somebody... Thanks, Mike. That's our super producer over there. Besides Mike, boy, they be making sure we all together in here. Mine's not either. Oh, so what else we got going on? Oh, I know all the time. You 44? You don't have no kids? What's wrong with you? That's what I get. Nothing is wrong with my booty. Nothing is wrong with my reproductive system. And it's probably the same for a lot of other women. I'm not talking about those women that have issues.
It's right.
I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about us that are actually
made
healthy
a choice not to.
women that just chose not to have children. And we all have different stories. I'm not going to tell my story. All you need to know is I'm good. Me and Regina, calm down. Don't have a bad day. Me and Regina are good. We don't want kids. Personal choice. And everybody just don't get that. Like, I love kids. So it has nothing to do with me not liking kids or none of that stuff. It's not because I'm selfish, because everybody in my personal life know that that's the furthest from the truth. I just didn't want children. I did not want children. And if y'all knew my story,
it's a personal choice.
It's a personal choice.
And I mean, you can also flip it. Just because you have children, don't mean you full.
Mean
you deserve to have them.
No, because you got people out here killing their kids.
Exactly. So
Yeah.
you would have been one of them ones better off not having them.
The ones that went ahead and did it and didn't take the proper precautions when they really just didn't
Or you
need
did it
them.
for the wrong reason.
Right.
Like
Keep a man.
Number one, keeping a man. That shit never works. It never
That's the
works.
number
That's
one
about the
reason why a
dumbest
lot of women have had
reason.
children.
And then you have multiple kids.
Right, and then on top of that, to wrap this all up into skull, you have these kids. The man don't want to be there. He don't want to deal with it. Now he a deadbeat
Now
daddy.
he a deadbeat.
Right.
He trifling.
He trifling. So yeah.
How can a man have kids and not? Well, damn it, he told you he didn't want kids. You made that choice to have him.
You better know it.
So you can't be mad at him.
Cannot be
like,
mad at him.
It's not right. Even though, it takes two.
Are we back? Yeah,
You
it
good?
takes two, but listen. Come on now.
I'm telling you.
It don't work.
You need to listen.
It does not work.
It does not work.
But so that's that in a nutshell. It wasn't one of those things that we wanted to spend a whole lot of time on. But when we get questions and stuff like that, we bring them to y'all, as y'all already know. The last topic that's actually a really good one, and like I said, Becky has a ad lib to that one. Mike and Sean don't know about the ad lib, so they're gonna be hearing it right along with y'all. The question was, if a physical relationship, i.e. sex, wasn't attached, would there be so many people in relationships right now?
No.
Everybody can answer, and then y'all can,
I think no. What? He crushed.
Nigga,
Mike.
did you just eat all the snickerdoodles, y'all?
I was sticking my hands, so I didn't know you ate. I didn't know it was mixed. I did. Wasn't that 4 frozen on? Let's not do that. I had 3 snickerdoodles. I had 3, seriously. I had 3.
I might have had 2.
No, seriously, I ain't been funny. I had 3 snickerdoodles.
All right, well, we not getting
right.
right.
But look how many cookies in the bag. Look.
I know.
Before, cause no. Let me see how many cookies in that bag.
Oh yeah.
See what I'm saying?
They gave you more chocolate chip than anything.
Hey.
Yeah, they ain't give you a lot of snickerdoodles. It's just snickerdoodles is good.
Yeah, I mean, but come on now. I had to get that joint straight.
But that's the reason why we come to the mall, for the snickerdoodles.
Right.
So you know if we get low on snickerdoodles.
Okay, why did you mix it?
Because I didn't know
gotta
if you,
mix them.
I just wanted to get a couple chocolate chip and a
Jeff should have told us. She said, give me a couple chocolate chip.
some snickerdoodles.
Okay, that was our little skit on cookies. But
Right.
getting back to why we here, if sex was not attached to relationships, do you think that there would be as many people in relationships?
Nope.
Again, with the note.
Because majority of the people, whether they want to admit to it or not, are in it because the sex is good. And
The sex plays a big part.
they tend to they may overlook certain other, things that they may not like or agree with, because for them, the sex is the reason why they're there in the first place.
So is the sex that good to be like a deal breaker? Like,
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Yeah.
If the sex ain't good, you're gonna cheat.
Yeah, if it's not good, if it's not meeting your needs, and you've talked about it and you didn't try it, to work on it and fix it, no, it's just I gotta go.
Because the sex isn't good.
Yeah. Sorry. Let me buy you some Jordans and fix it. Okay.
But you know what? I think.
Okay.
But you know what? I think people need to be honest about that. Because
Exactly.
because when you talk about sex, everybody thinks because you want to leave a situation or you want to talk about it and it's a bigger part, they think you being superficial. But in all honesty, it's important.
It's very important. It's very important.
I mean, it's not everything, and it shouldn't be.
But it
plays a big part in what we're trying to do.
It plays a big part in it.
Skull gonna say, well, if sex wasn't good, the relationship would never started, in my opinion, which is true. Peaches say you would leave and get that itch scratched somewhere else. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? It's just that easy, huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess.
I mean, I do believe finding sex somewhere else is just that easy.
It's very easy. It's not hard.
For anybody. I don't think
Yeah.
finding somebody to have a physical situation would be hard for most people because it's everywhere.
Right.
I mean, it's everywhere.
And
what's the millennials?
you don't have to
Not
do
even
much. You don't have
millennials.
to do much now.
I'm talking about
to get it.
amongst everybody.
Yeah,
All you got to do is wrap somebody up on Facebook,
Yeah.
and you can get it.
Exactly.
sex plays a major part of a relationship. Probably the majority part, because again, like you said, well, no, I'm with Sko. Like Sko just said, if the sex ain't good, you ain't gonna be in a relationship anyway. Y'all won't even get to relationship status if the sex ain't good. So y'all would remain just friends. Now, would people be in relationships? Now, would you people be in relationships if sex wasn't? If sex wasn't what? It's just loud. That's all that is. Sex. If you could be in a relationship if sex wasn't what? If, you asked the question. What was your question?
I said if you took sex away, the sex is
sex
gone.
away.
Would there be as many relationships as it is now? Probably not, according to what everybody
it wouldn't be
is
relationships, it'd
saying.
be partnerships though. It'd be partnerships.
Yeah, businesses, contracts.
Yeah.
Which is basically what a lot of marriages are right now.
Exactly.
Yeah, contracts.
Yeah.
And then because of financial situations and financial obligations and what we built and what we got
All right,
and all of
Peaches,
that
with the book, relationships should be built off of friendship first.
No, they should
Well,
be. That's
yeah, it
cliche,
should.
but
It should.
I'm sure Peaches know. Unfortunately,
Not all. It don't
It's not-
always happen.
Yeah, it
But
doesn't
I think
happen that
those are some of the best ones. Though.
the best ones.
The best ones.
The
When-
best ones
when you
when
start off
it's
as
a friendship
friends.
first.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean,
And then though in those relationships, if the physical part is not completely up to par, you tend to hang around.
Because of the sex.
Yeah. And
I'm saying if you build a relationship off of friendship first, and that connection, I'm talking about
Oh,
the
okay.
emotional
Okay.
connection is that deep. If the sex is off, it's something that y'all
It's something to still
You
one
can
or
work
the
on
other,
it.
whoever's feeling that it's not 100, they tend to be able to kind of maneuver around it a little way.
Go.
You know, you find ways like, oh, he
To-
eat good.
to
Let me
deal with it.
yeah.
let me
Right.
get it off. Yeah.
Sko say sex is just a bonus to all relationships, but compatibility is more important in a relationship, in my opinion.
It should be. I agree.
If y'all can't have fun outside the bedroom or just talk with each other, then that dampens the relationship altogether. That goes back. I mean, that's why
Yeah.
we said sex is. If you take sex out of it, would you still have a relationship?
But it depends on like
If you take sex out of it, people wouldn't be in relationships.
No, I think it depends on how the relationship started.
mm-hmm.
Well, yeah.
If the relationship
Started
didn't
with
start
sex.
on it,
started
Yeah.
sexual.
like if we jumping bones immediately and it
You
was some
used to
trash
it now, yeah.
and it was some trash initially, and then I give you, sometimes people give that second chance, and then I give you the second chance and your second chance is trash, then 9 times out of 10 continuing even the friendship portion would probably not
Yeah.
go.
Right.
Because
'Cause now I don't wanna talk to
it's
you.
trash for me, but it's heavenly for you.
Yeah, now it's like
yeah.
now it's like, oh my
If
God,
you
he called
take
me and it was
sex
some
out
trash.
of it, you won't be in a relationship though. If you remove sex, we won't
Well,
be in a
yeah.
relationship.
But think
Yeah.
about it when you get to that point when everybody starts to decline later on in
in a
life.
relationship,
I mean, in life. So if you
I know exactly what you're talking about.
You know,
Basically, you like so old people can't have relationships because sex stops.
Right. So it eventually will stop. So it's just all about how you deal with it with that person. It's like y'all have more than just sex. So even if it gets to that point, say if it happens to a couple early and they 40s or something, they got to find each other again. They got to find if they don't know each other, then they're gonna have to find themselves.
right? But the question,
Start
but the
courting and all that
question
stuff.
is, if you take sex away, would you still be in a relationship with a
That's
person?
not the question. The
What was
question is, if sex was just taken away, would there be as many relationships? And we all agree that the answer is no.
Gogo said, "Ain't no sex in the show. My 600-pound life." So what does that say? They stay together for reasons.
Okay, that's not a good example because the reason why sex is not, and I'm not being funny, the reason why sex is not in it because if you 600 pounds, male or, what is wrong with you?
Think that.
No, Mike, male or female,
Sorry.
if you're 600 pounds, male or female, there's no physical attraction. Like, come on, honestly, in most cases, because you got people with fetishes.
Yeah.
People said, "Oh, they having it." Trust me.
Well, I don't know, Peaches. and I'm not ever willing to try. That's why I'm going to the gym right after I leave here. But what I'm saying is, if on the surface for 600-pound people, it's probably taxing to try to have sex.
Right.
I mean, if you can hardly walk,
that
how you going to huff and puff and
how can you get to it?
you can't. You can't.
I mean,
No, you can get
you
to
can
it.
get to
It's
it.
a lot of work.
get to
It's a
lot
you
of
know,
work.
what did
you know.
It's a lot of work.
How you know it's a lot of work?
how you know it's a lot of work?
Speak
Come
on
now.
it.
I'm not. I haven't been in a relationship with a 600-pound person, but I'm just saying, if you're looking at that, it's a lot of work. You got wrinkles, dinkles, everything.
First of all, I'm not
The
going
wrinkles
there.
and dinkles don't have nothing to do with
Yeah, I'm
it.
not going there.
Shit,
All
I got wrinkles and dinkles, and trust me, he know how to get
But
to
you
it.
don't have 600 pounds of
Well,
wrinkles
not
and dimples.
600
All I'm
pounds
saying-
though, but still.
All
If
I'm
they
saying
can't
is,
see it, you can't see it.
But
first
look,
of
that-
all, I'm using a physical and I'm more on the
That's
I'm more on
more-
the real side.
What he's talking about is more.
You
health-wise.
cannot walk
Yeah, that's
half of the time
No,
on that
you
show.
can't.
So
Most
I'm
of the time
sure
you bedridden.
sex is exactly.
that's
and that's
more
what
of
I'm
an
talking
emotional.
about.
That's more of an emotional attachment. With
So
that person.
it's emotional.
Yeah.
It's an
Go
emotional
say, I believe-
attachment.
Yeah,
go
because-
say, I believe the love is what keeps them together.
Yeah,
It
that's
could
what
be.
it is.
It could
Yeah.
be love. It could be. It could be pity. I'm not saying it's not love. I'm just saying sometimes
It could be
people
guilt.
stay. Sometimes
Exactly.
people stay because they feel bad and they don't want to see that person
Right.
by himself.
Right.
And
Right.
it could be. And it could very well be.
They
I'm
just love
committed.
And those shows
to-
pretty much they working on trying to,
To
lose
get
the
to
weight.
yeah,
So
yeah.
Go and say marriage after lockup now is more than likely about the sex keeping them together.
Well, married after lockup,
That's just
that
dumb.
can't be just the sex
No.
because they was already in it before they even had a relationship, right? Because they get married once they get out. So it's not like they
Yeah.
was getting conjugals,
no, they wasn't.
right? So that might be emotional attachments.
Those say there are a lot of bigger people who refuse to even date another big person. So two people that size probably ain't pressed to have sex.
That's what that's what I'm saying. You know what? That's what bothers me. I'm not gonna spend no time on it, but I have a question for men. Why do heavier men down heavier women when you just as fat as me?
We had a show on that.
What's wrong?
I'm just listening.
No, I don't. I want to know
Because
because
that is the case.
so
though.
it's the case.
Yeah.
Like, and I'm baffled because first of all, my dude, you need to put the chicken down just like you telling
Right.
me to, and we need to run together.
Close them chips
Push it. That's what you gotta
away from the table.
do. Okay.
You didn't have
what
enough.
they gotta do with me?
Push
it down.
away from
Just
the table.
throw the whole table away.
I don't understand it. It's a question.
It's a setup question.
No.
Why is it a setup question?
It's not
There's
no,
no right or wrong
seriously.
answer for that, man. That's why
Because
I can't
you
say
is.
nothing. I can't-
Because
that's why I
you
can't say
saying
nothing.
no.
You say what's wrong. You can't answer that.
Listen, but
No, you
But
can't. You can't.
the moment your shorty taking your word, okay, you think I'm a little chunky, okay, and she go get it right. Now you insecure. Like what? I mean, what I gotta do? You
Right.
told me.
You don't want me chunky.
You told me you didn't want me fluffy.
So now
I
I'm doing something about it.
I go get the fluff contained,
Right.
and now you still mad.
I'm loving your fluff. Why
And you
can't,
still
why
big.
you can't love my fluff?
Come on.
We
I'm
can
gonna say it's
fluff
crazy,
on each
but-
other.
But true, Nee, I don't know. It's probably because they dislike themselves, so they down others to take away from their self-hate. Peter say some women don't like fooders neither. What is fooder?
Fat over.
She said food is you. But she might have meant to put the fat over the dick area.
Yeah. Yeah, because the thing about it is, I know when you lay down, it moves.
It's messed up.
Because it move on us too. Like when you laying down, the jaw move up here. So I don't have to work through all of that to get where I need to get. Okay? But it's still there. So if hey y'all, hey, if I gotta move this
Gotta
to
use
do
your-
what I gotta do,
Got to use your forearm.
yeah.
Then you need to move it too.
I gotta hold this right here so I can do what I need to do under here. Come on, if I gotta do that,
That's
you
a lot
gotta
of
do
work.
it too.
It's a lot of work.
Right, but it goes
No,
both
it goes
ways
both ways.
though.
Like you done in arm wrestling and shit. Like,
But it goes both ways though.
They go both ways. Well, whoever, for all the men that's doing that, they laughing like shit. Listen.
That's why I can't even respond. You can't.
You can though.
You can.
You can.
Skull gonna say, I got a 6-pack when I lay down, so fuck it, I'm sexy.
Hey, we all. Everybody's stomach
Everybody got a
gets flat
6-pack.
when you on
Hey,
your back.
ladies.
Say, Peaches gonna say, gotta move the belly.
Hey,
I can't, man.
ladies.
I can't.
Ladies,
Yeah.
if y'all out here taking them little, the little nudies, and
You
y'all
gotta
want y'all
position
boo,
it right.
y'all want y'all boo to think that y'all ain't got a whole lot, lay down.
Yeah.
That junk,
Lay down, you gotta position it.
That don't
You know,
position yourself
it
right,
flattens
it'll go
and
away.
turn
Don't
it
even
right.
worry
so I
about
guess tell them to
Yeah.
step out of the room when you go to stand up, huh?
Huh?
So
No,
if
I'm
it-
talking about if you trying to take a picture for
And
somebody.
send it.
Right. So
Because
okay,
what we
all
were
right.
saying was social media. Becky said with social media, you don't have to do a whole lot to get sex.
No.
Like it's right here, and normally it's people exchanging pictures.
Mm-hmm.
After looking at Web of Lies, I wouldn't do that because, they got these people called caps.
Mm-hmm.
And when you sending your pictures through the internet and stuff, they can capture your pictures.
Mm.
Not even the person that you sending it to. So if you in the mirror at work, Sean, like somebody might.
Sending
I'm
it,
sorry.
sending it
sorry.
through Instagram.
Right.
Well, yeah.
No,
No.
Sean. Hey,
Wait.
everybody. Sean just looked like. Oh, for real?
Wait, y'all need to stop with the angles on the pictures with the dick pics because
Whoa, wait a
y'all be
minute.
catfishing.
Hold on. Wait a minute.
Y'all catfish. Y'all catfish your dick pics. Stop it. Just stop it.
Wow.
Stop. Cause y'all do.
One thing is you ain't gonna look at me.
Skull said F catfish, F pictures. We going live. You won't catfish me.
No.
Hey y'all, no, we off topic.
Stop,
we
stop,
off.
no.
We off. Let's go back.
Hell,
Let's
we
get
are.
back.
Hell, we are going back. What's going on?
I done been
Nothing.
catfish.
She been
before.
catfished
You know, before.
With the dick pic.
Look, yes.
Long time ago.
And
No,
then I'm,
ain't no long
and
time
then,
ago.
And then I'm like, hold on.
Hold on,
this
so-
is, where's the
Wait,
dick
wait.
in the pic that you sent me?
So did you
'Cause
hold the phone up and say-
this is, yes. I
This
said,
is-
whose dick is this? Because it's not this one. It is not this one right here that I'm getting. Somebody lied.
Hey,
I need that in the picture.
hey, I don't know what's
Where
happening
can
I don't know what's
where
happening.
Can I find that?
So he knocked on the door. He had to show a picture
No,
of his dick first.
first of all,
It's
first
me.
of all, I don't know what's happening on Let's Be Clear.
That close-up
I have-
joint, ladies, if you get a close-up joint and it's not really tall enough standing up, it's a catfish. Tell them to move the phone back a little bit, and then that's their
Hold
real.
on, so is
That's
the
their
catfish-
real
Is it the
joint.
part where he's zooming in on the joint?
No, cause
and
he
making
got
you
it.
think-
He got it too close, so it make it look bigger.
Hey,
And it's really, and it's really not.
I have officially lost control of my show.
So-
Listen.
Oh,
Let's be clear.
Oh, God.
Y'all need to reel it in.
Is it
Y'all
the way you
know.
supposed to take dick
First
pics?
of all, we not about to give you no lessons for the pictures that you about to take at work tomorrow.
Yeah.
We not about to give you no lessons. Sean,
Skull say, go live, Becky, and watch you see no reply. Priest will say, oh my effing God.
hey,
Joseph.
Joseph.
The trajectory of the conversation, though, he did. Skull will
Joseph.
Skull will say, phone to dick ratio, Becky.
I'm going to commercial because I don't know. I done lost control of my show.
Nigga say, I'm dead. I've been dick pic catfish.
Damn.
Hey, listen.
I did, Joseph.
The bottom line is
Woo!
it's a lot of catfishing going on out here. And secondly, we not about to help Sean with
Right.
his,
Stop
with his,
saying me.
with
We
his
ain't.
pictures at
'Cause
work.
you be doing it at work on your lunch break.
Nah, he got his own office.
Ooh! Oh
man-
yeah,
Come on.
you can get a lot of them joints. You can get a lot of them joints in your
Becky,
office.
Becky, he might be like trying to show the limp. He might be like this with his finger. Like, you see that? You see what? All right, I'm done.
But if you like
I'm
this,
done. I'm done. No close
it's
up.
over. It's a catfish.
No close up. No close up.
So do women catfish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, women catfish because it's
all about the angle.
All here slash nobody.
Yeah.
No, I'm talking about the box.
I mean, I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah,
I don't know if you
we
can
can't
do that.
catfish that.
Cause a close up and a far away gonna look like the
Unless you
same
just sending
thing.
somebody else's. That's the only way you could catfish.
No, that's what I thought you were saying when you said a dude catfish, thinking he sent somebody a picture of
I
somebody
mean,
else's.
I was just saying that because it
I
wasn't.
want the dick right here in the picture.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
That's what I wanted. I wanted it to look like that.
So you should have told him to zoom in.
It didn't.
You should have
It
zoomed
was
in.
no zooming in.
You should have zoomed in.
There was no help.
Why you
in
didn't get
that.
up close?
It was.
First of all, we not about to talk about this no more. That's enough.
Why can y'all get
That's
eye to
enough. That's
Eye to
enough. Like,
You know,
bring it on back. So, bringing it on back, Becky had a question that she had kind of going with this, and the question was, sorry, we text a lot. Let me.
Go on, say it's like a box of Cracker Jacks. You don't know what the prize is until you open the box.
Exactly. So going from what you just said, for married people, married people, did you marry the promise, the person, or the private parts? Since y'all said, without sex is no relationship, did you marry the promise, the person, or the private parts?
I married all three.
But if, for those that are saying there's no relationship without sex, did you marry the private parts?
If that was excluded out, I still would have married the person.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Are you not even just married? Are you in relationships for the person or the private parts? I don't know if or the promise, because some long-term relationships make promises too.
Sean?
That's not a trick question.
Mike?
I'm going with all three, but I'm just kind of disturbed right now.
Boy, get over it.
You alright.
I mean, it's different. Conversation change when you go to a different question. Like when you go to a different question, because you don't have the same thought process when you marrying. So you're not marrying. What do we say? The private part.
The person. Are
The
you marrying
person.
the person,
The
the
promise,
promise, or the private parts? I'm just using it because
you're marrying the love of the person. So that comes all together. So that's
so it's all three.
yeah, basically.
But if you are willing to leave because the sex is not good, I'm not saying that all people. I'm just saying
Those
in
say I
general.
married the person. Sex and the private parts were the icing on the cake. Peter said, without sex, I would have still married my ex.
Right. That's what. So the question, if there was no sex, would there still be a relationship? Can be spent, right? Because most people, because
Yeah, that's a relationship. You talking about marriage now. Marriage is different.
Still a relationship.
Nah, actually it's not.
then what is it?
Marriage is a relationship, partnership, all the ships above.
Okay, but it's still a relationship.
You can call it how you want to call it, but it's different because if you married,
It's
I
more.
think I see what I see.
You married
I
it's
wouldn't
more-
consider my marriage a relationship.
No, I mean it's just the next level.
marriage is as all the ships together.
Yeah, it's like a combination of
Marriage
all
is
of them.
friendship, relationship, partnership, everything.
That's an
If you take sex, because marriage is in depth. But if you remove the marriage part and you just say, well, if we wasn't having sex, would you still be in a relationship? It wouldn't be
What's the difference in a relationship and marriage?
because it's more to a
No,
marriage.
what's the difference?
It's a partnership. And
You
a
can't have
friendship.
that in a relationship.
No.
Why not?
You're not having that in a relationship.
You're not having a partnership and a friendship and a relationship.
No, you're not. You got to build all that together. Because once all of them come together as one, that's when the marriage comes.
So I'm not your friend if we just dating.
No, because you're not going to sit there and have that same conversation with her or him that you would have if you were married.
So basically, you got to be married to have certain certain
conversation. Yeah, it's almost like going to court. Can't testify against me. You know your wife. You can't.
Yeah, man, but no, in a relationship.
What? I'm listening.
But what's the difference in a relationship and a marriage?
The conversation you have in your relationship, you're not gonna have the same conversation.
So you don't think you can have a very strong friendship in a relationship?
No, because the thing about the stuff that you tell your wife, you're not telling your friend in the relationship because
if your relationship with that person's that strong,
even if that's strong, but you're not married. But what if y'all break up?
But
then all that shit you done told about whomever or whatever.
What if y'all get a divorce?
That's just the way of the world, and that's it.
No,
because because once you're married, you share a lot more than you do in a relationship.
But when you're building a relationship to get to that marriage
you
status,
share a lot more in a marriage than you do in a relationship.
Why are you yelling?
You feeling that in this patella?
Peter say, and there's certain things as far as legal aspect of the marriage versus being girlfriend boyfriend. Thank you. Marriage is a serious commitment. Sko said, wow, sex and money rule the world. Like I've been saying, love comes last, I guess.
So you can't have a strong friendship in a relationship.
No.
You can't have the same type of friendship in a relationship
In my opinion, no.
that you could possibly have in a marriage.
No.
You have to build that to get to the marital status.
Because if you, I'm gonna do it this way then. Even if you start off in the friendship way, because you say you should be friends before you have a relationship, right? You can be the friendship. Y'all can get the friendship going, and you can get the relationship going. But that partnership don't come until after marriage. It's like the trilogy.
Okay, so if two people are dating, and they go and they purchase a home and they do all of that stuff, they don't have no type of partnership?
No, first of all, we're not purchasing the home together. We're not married.
I'm not.
Joe said
That's
marriage,
not answering my question.
Joe said marriage is a relationship just on a higher level. Okay, that's your thought, Joe. I agree.
You hear that shit?
That's your thought. That's it. I mean, because that's his opinion, right? Sko said, shit, I done seen married people not share things with their spouses, but share with their mistress or sport coat. Okay.
Sport coat.
Peaches say you build your relationship. Peaches say yeah, sport coat Jefferson.
I ain't never.
You ain't never heard of sport coat?
No.
What's the other joint?
Jody,
yeah.
you build your friendship to lead to marriage. That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying.
I said you build your friendship in your relationship, but you don't get that third part, which is in my opinion, the partnership until after you're married. And I'm not buying a house with a female that we're not married.
I think sometimes, as far as the buying the house part, you definitely should have a ring or something moving towards the marriage. Just a regular relationship, and then you jumping into something like that. And especially if one is ready for marriage, but the other one isn't, now you're going to feel that pressure. Here comes the settling, because, now my name is on this house, so
and then all of a sudden, y'all not married.
Now I got to get married now.
Right.
Glenda says it depends on the people involved and what they are looking to get out of that relationship. Peach is going to say, Lord, them sport coats.
Damn, I can't believe I slipped on the sport coat.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's too funny.
Yeah. Come on, Sean. It's a three-headed monster, baby. Joe said the root word in relationship is relate, and there should be no one you relate to more than your spouse. That's why they're one and the same. I agree, Joe. I didn't say I don't agree with that. I said, but once you get married,
Once you get married,
your friendship.
Once you get married,
It's the ice.
Your friendship builds into the relationship. Once that combined and you get married, that brings in the partnership. Now y'all partners in life.
Okay.
Y'all partners in life. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I get it.
That's almost, I mean, people say like, I love my wife, but I'm not in love with my wife. Wait, what? That don't make sense. Come on, you got to have three-headed monster. That's all I'm saying. Friendship, relationship, partnership.
y'all got quiet like we was in
Right.
some type of
Moratorium or something.
Right, like
Sko
We
said,
listening,
can
taking
you go back to
notes.
Sko's comment?
What?
You should never have more in common with who?
Your
He
side.
said, no, he said, I done seen married people not share things with their spouses, but share their mistress or sport coat.
So instead of revealing some deep secrets or deep
Pete
conversations
said,
with
if
you,
you're in a relationship and die, I have no say so, but as your wife, I decide what happens with your body.
It's different.
Pete said, serious commitment. I said that marriage is serious commitment.
I mean, we agree with that.
Yeah.
yeah. But it's just to go back. I lost train. I'm trying to get back to because you asked a question.
But most of the time, the side chicks in the sport coats do get more than the wife or the husband.
they get that pillow talk. Yeah, they get that.
Well,
pillow
they ain't really
talk.
get pillow talk.
Sometimes is to get what you want out of it, and sometimes you just closer and you have a deeper connection with the side joints than you do with your wife, or your husband, because you probably shouldn't have never married them.
Yeah, just certain things.
Those are probably those type of situations that Sko was talking about. Yeah. Because I don't think on average regularly you telling somebody
you're not giving up on
not even so much a side chick or a sport coach,
but just anybody.
Anybody,
just a friend.
A friend. You're not telling them more than you tell your husband or your wife.
Joseph said, you know what, I agree with that, Mike. Marriage brings about partnership more than any relationship below that level.
I mean, we didn't say that you was wrong, Dr. Reed. You was just like
professor of
PhD.
Relationships and friendships, the three-headed monster. Professor of the three-headed monster. I'm just saying.
Right.
Cleo said, I love being single with no drama, and I'd rather have female friends, nothing more. Go and say all ships can sink too, Mike. Exactly. But when all three of the ships sink, that's when your marriage is over.
Yeah.
But when two of the ships sink and you're not married, you ain't that much worried about nothing because y'all leaving with nothing.
You might not even make it to the second sink.
That's what I'm saying. So when we got you're not leaving with nothing. So we
it's just we gone.
Mm-hmm. F you. I'm out too.
Yeah.
That's it. You ain't got to worry about that, Joyce Skull. That's all.
Okay, Dr. Reed.
Professor Reed.
On that note,
he told us.
He told us, y'all.
He dropped the mic.
Yeah.
No, but seriously, with any relationship, I do think that sometimes people can be a little more honest in their relationships.
Honest. What you mean honest? How? Like
honest about stuff that they're feeling because I think when you're not honest about stuff that you're feeling, it brings on other things. Not necessarily cheating, because everybody seems to think that because you're not communicating, people gonna run out and cheat.
I agree. I think
that ain't it.
But when you do your best to be honest, I agree. When you're doing your best to be honest in your relationships, it
Go ahead, Professor.
No, Nina's right. If you being honest, doing your best to be honest, it elevates the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
It elevates it. Because in that, what Nina was just saying, it don't bring on the other stuff.
Right.
Like she was just saying, it don't bring other stuff on. If you're being honest as much as you can, or you should be, or if you acting like a man and they don't have to have that expectation of everything else. You see what I'm saying? So yeah.
I just think that.
So Joe's gonna say having a foundation of friendship saved all my ships from sinking in my marriage.
Yeah, because I think honesty.
Chantel said, "Hey y'all, you guys are on point tonight."
Hey girl.
Thank you, girl.
Thank you, girl.
Oh my God, my Brooklyn. Hey girl.
I think honesty and comprehension, not communication, comprehending what your partner is saying will make a difference. And I think a lot of relationships just don't have it. And that's simple. 1 + 1 is 2.
I think they always quick to be on the defense.
Sko said, so do you
instead of listening.
Sko said, so do you believe that Terrence Howard should have to pay his ex-wife's spousal support that she's suing for? He probably so. If he brought her into that lifestyle, yep.
I mean,
And
unfortunately, that's
it's just not communication, but comprehension.
Yeah, it is. You have to understand what I'm saying, because I'm not necessarily saying something to bash you
or hurt you.
It's just, this is what I'm feeling.
Right.
And because those things aren't being done, it creates this unnecessary elephant in the room.
Go say because once it's over, it's over. So you don't think you should pay child support?
Well, Sko, that's just not the way of the world. If you didn't have listen to what I'm telling you, bruh.
Bruh.
Calm down, Regina. Regina's getting pumped. Listen, if you and I are together and you ain't had shit, and then you Terrence Howard, run me my money. Period. Because this is what you brought me. This is what I am. Right. I have become.
I was here before
part of
all
our
of
partnership.
that. So
what?
I didn't help you build that. Yeah, that's the partnership.
We built this together.
Now, Sko, on the flip side of that,
don't make
if
that
if I was established and I married you, I'm not sure I still feel the same way. It's like,
I mean,
so basically, like
look,
J-Lo,
let me keep
like
the
J-Lo,
house.
before, like J-Lo
you know,
and the dancer.
throw me a little change here and there.
Or like J-Lo and the dancer, or even like Oprah and Stedman.
Well, Stedman been there.
Right.
But Oprah probably wouldn't do him wrong anyway.
Like J-Lo and the dancer then.
Yeah,
you ain't getting all my money, dancer.
You need to go back to choreography.
Yeah.
Because that's how I met
Go back to where I found you.
They say merge the new business investment.
No, he just used that as an example.
You can't have someone who has never been married speak on marriage issues. Taine, marriage is business.
Now, but that's the part. Marriage is business that people don't want to recognize.
Exactly. And
it's a contract.
It's definitely a contract.
Okay. Now, the levels of the contract, the bylaws and the addendums and the footnotes and the endnotes and all of that stuff is what you and your partner make it.
Yeah.
But it's definitely a contract. You signing a piece of paper.
Yeah.
If you're signing it, it's an agreement.
Right.
Okay.
That partnership.
Yep.
It's an agreement, and everything else come on in there. That's why at the end of this agreement, I am allowed and allotted the right to sue you. Because we're in a contract.
You broke the contract.
You broke the
so
contract.
You can't be mad at me because you broke the contract.
Yeah.
Fuck that contract.
What if you broke the contract?
Same thing. Same difference.
Then the other person can come at me.
Yeah, it's a contract, and people be trying.
It go both ways.
And then
so I'm gonna say, then why not just make it work? Why separate the divorce? If I have to pay you as if you were still my wife.
Some things are just meant to be done.
Yeah, some things are meant to be done.
It's definitely not about.
Somebody else gonna say, I thought I was in love until now.
Don't let us change it.
Right, please
don't let us change it.
Please don't.
It's just, but it's the truth though.
Yeah.
It's the truth. It is a contract, because if it wasn't, it wouldn't be.
You got to have a contract with your partner.
You have to dissolve the contract.
Yeah.
Dissolution of marriage is what it's called.
It is.
And then you got all these papers that you still got to go through. So it's a contract. It's an agreement.
Yeah, it is.
Because on the pages, I done notarized quite a few. If you ever need a notary, I am one.
Chantel said exactly. Most people do it for love and get screwed. Taine say marriage is a business until I slide that prenup over to her.
Well, you know what?
Then it's what about love?
But the thing about it is, if you do happen to be in a relationship with someone or get into a relationship with someone with that level of money and stuff like that, honestly, I'm just speaking for Janine, I probably wouldn't have a problem with a prenup, because that's proven to you.
We can work on the prenup together.
Jada asked Will for a prenup.
That's proven to you, not my partner. That's proven to me, myself, that I'm marrying you simply because I love you. It has nothing to do with your money.
Jada asked Will Smith for a prenup because she told him he don't want her to go. She don't want him to go through what he did with his first wife.
See, people don't understand their relationship, but I understand their relationship, and I rock with them because they shit is solid. And it's one of those situations that
he was like, nah, because I don't plan on I'm not getting a divorce. Again.
See, the thing about it is most people don't really know that that's his motto. He did not want to divorce Cherie. That's why he would have never had a relationship with Jada. She said, run me my coins. I don't want to be married to you anymore.
And she was getting the bag because she was getting that Fresh Prince money. So that's why that's one of the reasons he ended the show.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying.
And
like I don't see a problem with
and
prenups.
She had Trey.
And she had Trey.
Yeah.
Too, so.
I don't see a
She
problem
did
with
that Dre,
prenups.
after the fact he lost all this money to the IRS.
Because you do have a level of gold digger out here.
Oh yeah.
That's unreal that I've seen get burned.
Oh yeah.
I mean that burned people with all of the money.
Skull said she wasn't with him shooting in the gym.
You know what?
What? Wait, what?
Skull gonna say Jada used reverse psychology.
I mean, well.
Oh, I thought he said she was in the gym because I'm over that at this point.
Oh, when he heard about Kobe, she wasn't with me shooting in the gym. Man,
Listen.
look, when you get brought into that lifestyle, then yeah, you got to take, like, again, like we saying, like you brought up Terrence Howard, like through all his struggling parts, you know, she probably was holding it down. She probably was holding the bills down and everything.
Wait, before we say that, has she been with him since the beginning?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm just asking.
But
I don't
even
know.
okay, let's say for instance she was, and she came in after the fact, and hey, how you doing? Turns out, oh, I know who you are. Yeah, I know who you are.
Mr. Hustle and Flow.
Yeah, I know who you. Whoop that trick. I know who you are.
Yeah,
So once you start off with that friendship and elevate your relationship, and then you create a partnership, and you didn't get the prenup in the beginning, you should already have something established.
But in
agreement, marriage is a hustle as well as a business.
Yeah, in agreement with Skull, I think it should be some more ramifications and some more footnotes and endnotes.
It shouldn't just be automatically that you get half.
No,
it shouldn't.
You said it shouldn't be?
You said it. Oh, I thought you thought she said should, right? Yeah. I was like, damn, B. I'm like, damn, get half.
But when your money level up, yeah, you got to have a whole lot of. I know Jay-Z and Beyonce got a whole lot of contracts.
Yeah, I'm sure they got a lot. They got of
levels.
stuff.
Yeah, I think they're level. I think they got levels to what they're doing. Basically, it may not even be a prenup, but they might have agreed that this is how things are going to do, and then
I'm going to take what I got. You keep
or
certain things we can split up.
And you got to keep updating that joint.
Yeah, because now they got 3 kids, so
yeah.
they're a whole different level.
Yeah,
it's like
that may be why Puffy never got married.
That could be a truth, but now he out there with on Steve Harvey doing the stomach.
Little youngins.
Yeah, he out there living his best life.
Somebody gonna snatch all his bread at the wrong time, boy.
Nah, I don't think he's
knows
gonna get
that.
married.
Yeah.
I don't think
he gonna definitely have something good set in place if he does.
And his kids, he does take his kids. So
yeah,
can't nobody say nothing about that.
He's probably got it where his kids get whatever he got anyway. And I'm talking from Kim's oldest son. That's not his biological son, but on down to the baby.
Go say I think prenup should be automatic and putting all marriages. I don't know.
How? I mean, but if we build something together, how that's gonna work?
And right, because when you build something together, you will think you did more than the person anyway.
If that's the case, I would go with just make sure when we get divorced, we just split everything.
Prime example, the Jeffersons. So Weezy get 50% of George?
No, yeah, she should. Because she was back down at the house in Queens.
Right, but she didn't do nothing to help him.
Yes, she did.
She supported that man.
Yes, she did.
Right, that's what I'm saying. That's how we talking about getting work done. Like if we signed a prenup at the beginning, like all the work that I do, if I build the empire, you shouldn't get none of it.
Again, it's murky waters, and I think it should be a whole bunch of stuff put into it before the case. I think questionnaires should be done.
Said you should not get half of something you didn't help create. Chantel said, nope, because if it makes more and he tries to make it go, if you try to take it, I'm going straight Janet Jackson. Or why did I get married? Half is a no-go. Joseph said, of course, sometimes shit go down with $1 billion of an elevator. You're right.
Yeah, right.
Rose said, this is just a fair opinion, and it makes marriage all about love and not finances. Prenups I'm talking about. Diane said, Puffy has custody of all the kids, so he's not getting his pockets checked. Miss Rose said, right, so I don't want nothing I didn't come with, but whatever we get together, we have to talk business.
Right.
Yeah.
That's my point.
I mean,
I don't think that women should be entitled to what they didn't
You
build.
definitely shouldn't just
Or men shouldn't be entitled to what they didn't build, because you got
some
women
that's
CEOs
doing
out here now.
And, yeah.
They've been out here, but they out here
Mary J.
big
Blige.
now.
Mary J. Blige.
Yeah.
Star Jones.
Yes, yeah.
They out here now, so I don't think that you should get.
Peach will say, all I want is my name.
No,
If I helped you
the
build
name
this
got my
shit,
daddy blood on it. The name stays home. The name stays home.
Daddy blood on
Right.
No, I think.
I got some clothes.
All right, Ike.
Right. That's what I'm saying. So I guess it's a fair statement to say that it depends.
Yeah.
Prenups should be involved in some situations, and they shouldn't be. Alimony or spousal support should be in place in some situations.
No alimony, no. Spit whatever we got, that's it. Well, I can take care of you.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't have cheated on me.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna make you suffer, because most of the time that's what alimony is about. I ain't even gonna
I'm
lie.
putting that in my prenup. You cheat on me, you gotta pay double.
You want everybody to pay half anyway.
No, I said that. I said they should.
Everybody hear that shit back. You trying to get out the deal. You always trying to go buy me some funky ass Jordans. I don't want that shit.
Come on, let's
And
go
a-
out.
and a-
Let's go out to eat.
And
Come
a
on.
catfish
Come
dick
on.
pic.
Come on. That's why I need double.
Because your pictures was a boat. Your
Yes.
pictures was bogus.
You lied. You lied to me.
You tricked me.
Hey y'all, thank you so much.
Hold up, Ty said I'm
Why do you do that every week?
And bamboozled.
Like, this is about to get you a pink slip.
Ty said I'm for the business part of the marriage. I'll learn to love her later if she proves to be a responsible partner and adult.
Damn it,
You know what I'm saying? When we met, I had my own. We upgraded each other. There is no I in team. It sure isn't me. But break the deed, want to leave, pay the fee. I signed up for the better or worse till death. Things can change, but we decide whether it changes for the better or worse. Marriage is what you make it. No, marriage is what you put in it. All or nothing. No one foot in or out. Love is forever. Friendship is established in the beginning. Give me mine. If you're no longer in love, I wish you the best. Happiness is paramount. Life doesn't pause while you falling out of love. Bye. After that, I was about to say it.
Well,
That
damn.
I was about to say, if he cheat, I want my coinage.
We gonna have a talk off air. Hey, no, seriously, y'all. For real, we getting out of here. We appreciate y'all sitting in with us. The comments was off
Yes,
the chain.
great
We appreciate
comments.
the interaction. Seriously. Make sure you tune in next week to Mike's Corner. They are here from 6 to 8 p.m. on Tuesday. Next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday,
Right
baby.
here, right
And
here.
in the meantime, check out Joseph. Y'all see him in the comments. Joseph Goings. He is on Bars Balancing Act radio show tomorrow from 11 to 1.
Yep.
Yeah. AJ Throwback. Check him out. We love y'all, and we'll see
We
y'all in
out.
2 weeks.
Love ya.
Peace.
Hey, I'm telling y'all, Cowboys Redskin week. Get ready.
Both go.
Me ain't burning the hole through you, Mike. Sign off. Great show topic. Great show, y'all. Thanks.
Both the Cowboys.
Damn.
Mike, you want his last 2 cookies?
Nope. I gotta get me some to eat right quick.
Me too.
They don't play my song when we closing out the show and shit. Then when the show over, they stop playing.
Right.
We don't need to do no show with the party out there.
I know, right?
What's up with you?
Ain't shit's going on, bro. Everything.
I'm maintaining, man. You know, it's holiday season now. Getting close to holiday season. Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Oh, yeah. How you doing? Hey, let's get hard around this town.
Yes, sir.